day, and we're our 50th class reunion. Wish you were here.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I miss them. So hopefully somebody sees this tape and will come see us tomorrow night.
I'm Ann Weller, and I'm here at our 50th reunion, Oak Park High, graduated in 1968. And for all of you who could not make it, we're going to have a great time, but wish you were here.
Hi there. Hi, I'm Susie Tankersley here from graduating class 1968 of Park High School with my friend Annie. And anyone who couldn't come, I wish they were here as well.
Hi, I'm Mary Humans Peterson. Was Harrelson for a while, but that's long gone. And we're really glad to be here at the reunion today. It's been a lot of fun, connected with a lot of people that we haven't seen for a long time. And I forgot what else to say.
All right, hi, I'm Nancy Barclay Jones. Welcome to the 50th reunion. We're so happy to have so many people here, but we're sorry that you couldn't join us.
I'm Con Clements.
I'm Christine Meek, known at Oak Park as Chris Meek. I was a wallflower. I'm not now. Too bad all you guys aren't here because we're having a lot of fun. See ya.
Fellow Oak Parkers from 1968, we're happy and glad to be here. This is my friend Gary Elliott. We went to school together. We got in trouble together. Some of our other classmates.
No, we can't talk about that.
Yeah, we can't talk about that. But we're still here. And we're happy and we're glad that everybody is here. We showed up. And
we showed up.
Look forward to seeing everybody.
You should have been here.
Everybody.
Come tomorrow night.
Yeah, come tomorrow.
I decided to come to this one here because of all the people that aren't going to be here. I was looking at all the people that have been recently deceased. And I decided this is going to be the last chance to be able to see these people. And it's the 50th time reunion, and I didn't want to pass it up.
I'm Don Walston. I wish you was here. We're having a great time. Let us know what's going on, why you didn't make it, and what we can do to find you and get a hold of you again.
Susie Walpole, Colbert now, for 48 years. We're at the 50th high school reunion, and we sure wish you could be here. We miss you. Peace and love.
Hi, I'm Pam Parker, and I just want to say that I have really appreciated the time that we've had to spend together. And I want you to know that I remember you and love the moments we had together.
Hi, I'm Leonard Staten. Sorry you couldn't be here. We all miss you. And we got a good gathering, but we're missing some. It would have been nice if you could have came.
Hey, it's Alta Grice Sage here, and we are at our 50th reunion. It took 9 months to plan this and to get here, but we're having a great time. We sure miss you. Wish you were here with us, and hope to see you again soon in the future.
Hey everybody, I'm Mark Reynolds.
I'm John Burwell.
And I'm Linda Burwell.
We miss you.
Great
50th
time.
reunion. Come on, let's get here.
Where is everybody? Hey,
yeah.
We got a lot of people here. We miss you. Chuck Henry, love to see you, buddy.
Yes. Okay, this is Mike Gentili, Oak Park 68. We miss all of you that aren't here. We're having a ball. Mike's already told stories about a lot of you, and we wish you were here to let us know whether they're true or false.
You're live. So, hi, I'm Chuck Lewis, and this is the first reunion I've gotten back to. I live almost 2,000 miles away and decided I just really had to get back both to see the people that I was very close friends with, and maybe more importantly to touch bases with ones I maybe wasn't quite as friendly with, and see what's gone on in the last 50 years. And I'm really glad I did it, and hope everyone enjoys seeing these tapes.
Hey, Steve May here with the 50th reunion at Oak Park High School, and just seeing all of our friends and having a great time. Wish you were here. I'm Rusty Duncan from the class of 68, and I'm enjoying, glad to have everybody here. Hope more people get to come in and see everything, and we'll see you all tomorrow at the festivities also.
I'm John Grotlushin. I don't know if you remember me. I didn't have this much hair when I was back in high school. But anyway, I hope life is well for you. I don't know really what to say. I'm not used to this type of a thing, but good luck in the future, and Peace be with you, brother.
Hey, everybody out there who couldn't be here. It's Bob Peterson here at our 50th. Shame on you for not joining us. We're having a bunch of fun. Plan on the next one.
Hey, I'm Sherry. I'm June. And we're so glad for the people that came tonight, but we sure miss the ones that couldn't be here.
Absolutely. Wish you could have come. We're having a great time. Maybe next year or the next reunion.
Go Okies.
I am wishing all the people from our class of 1968 who could not be there with us tonight the best, and we miss you.
Here, here. Yeah.
I'm Jennifer Stannard, and we're having a great time here at the 50th reunion. You should come to every reunion because you never know who's going to show up, and we miss you.
Hi, I'm Jody Allen Bruce. I am here in Kansas City for my 50th high school reunion. I'm seeing lots of good friends, but I'm also missing a lot of my friends that I went to school with. So I wanted to say hello to all of you who couldn't come, and maybe we'll be here for another reunion sometime.
I'm Jim Calclaser, also known as Babe. Wish you were here, but you're not, so that's your problem. We're here though. We're here and we're missing you. Come on down.
Well, Mike, you asked me what were some meaningful things that happened. So I took the word Oak Park and I took the letters. For the letter O, it was open hearts and open hands. And for A, it was action-packed learning. And K was the kind atmosphere. The P was potential was recognized and identified. The arts at that time was the celebration and salute, which is not happening these days, but it happened back then. R was responsibility for our future. And K, we had some kick-ass moments and some memorable times. I was a majorette, and today I keep twirling and spinning things, but I keep remembering and holding on to the learning experience that I had.
Okay, this is Linda Pate, who was my French teacher for at least 4 years, starting at Antioch Junior High and then 3 years at Oak Park. And it is because Linda inspired me to major in French. So I became a French teacher as well. And it was a great experience for me. I taught French in Indiana, and then I left to go overseas on what I thought would be an 18-month assignment, and it was 18 years. So while we lived overseas, one of those places was Paris, and another one was near Strasbourg. And my French teacher, Linda Pate, came to visit us 3 times while we lived overseas. So she has been a great inspiration for me, and we've remained friends ever since.
Isn't it wonderful to have a student like that? I don't need but one.
Some of the things I took away from Oak Park was, I think it took away a lot of friendships. There's so many interesting, fun people there. Plus, I think some of the teachers we had really drew us out, made us better. I can think of all the fun we had in Mrs. Mace's family life class. You know, because she had the right attitude, because, you know, we're all thinking we're going in there and we're going to have sex ed. But it's really a lot more than that. And she just had the right personality to pull that out. Plus, at the same time, you know, she taught us how to balance a checkbook and do some of that other really mundane stuff that you have to do for as a family. And it was just interesting, you know, being involved in sports was fun, involved in some of the clubs, but all of a sudden, sometimes just walking up and down the hall and seeing your friends and talking about this, talking about that. I mean, it was just such a great place to go to school.
I had not been to too many reunions, but Oak Park was special to me, not just the first 3 years, but I came back and I taught there. I love the traditions of Oak Park. I love the people of Oak Park. So as we got closer to this 50th, it just kind of took on a life of its own with me, and I wanted to be a part of it, and I wanted to get together with people. Wasn't real sure. I mean, the committee, most of them I hadn't talked to in 50 years practically.
Well, because of the background that I got at Oak Park, I went to CMSU and got my degree down there, and then I chose to give back by teaching and reflecting back on some of the teachers that I had. I tried to emulate them and make my kids have a good time and want to keep learning. I think the thing that sums up Oak Park for me the best, the last day of school, I can't do this without crying. I know I won't. The very last day of school, nobody left. We stood out in the parking lot, we hugged, we waited, and I love those people, and I was so excited to get back together with some of them.
You know, Oak Park was such a positive environment. All the students in our class were just really fantastic people in math, engineering, social studies, languages. There were just so many who had a lot of energy. They were all really good students, and they were very, very fine people. And I think that really, it kind of fed on itself. And particularly in the independent study classes that I was in, it was such a great group. We challenged each other, and we did much better because of that. So it really was an environment that put me in very good position to be able to go on to college. I really thank both the staff, the faculty at Oak Park, and all the students that I came in contact with.
Park was, and I tried to do this in my classroom, and eventually I found my way back to Oak Park and taught there for over 25 years. There can be a magic in the classroom where students can find their true self. And I think a good teacher helps students find who they are.
Well, I think for me, and probably typical of most high school age kids, you don't realize what you have at the time. You realize it later, and sometimes much later.
It was so nice to hear how everyone has done in their lives, and to think back about how they shaped my life going forward from Oak Park. I really appreciate that.
Back in '68, we were a class that not only started in school in 1965, we were the class that saw it through to the end of our graduation and the trials and tribulations of no longer a new school. And we took Dr. Kaler's words to heart about when the new wears off, you add a coat of care.
I think Dan Kaler was the biggest part of Oak Park High School. He was the principal, he did everything. He picked the fight song, he picked the alma mater, he picked the colors, he did all of that. And Oak Park was Dan Kaler. And even today, when I went back to look at Oak Park, the lockers painted blue and lined in dark blue, and to have the school be so beautiful after being over 50 years old. That's Dan Kaler.
And plus, I think a lot of the leadership in that school was, of course, Dr. Kaler. I mean, who doesn't walk away from Oak Park without taking a little bit of Dr. Kaler with them?
Pamela Hunt Parker.
All right, and Sherry?
I'm Sherry Gray Patterson.
And that's Sherry with an I?
S-H-A-R-I.
Very good. All right, all right, gang. You took obviously a lot of forethought and a lot of hard work to put this together. So, Nancy, could you kind of lead this off and tell me how this all how did this happen?
Well, actually, Bill Hankins called me and asked me if I'd serve on the committee. I hadn't been since the 25th reunion, and so I said yes, just for the benefit of the class and the people who could come and the people who can't be here.
Yes, and I volunteered. I sent out a message that said that I would be happy to help in any way that I could, and they took me up on it, to my delight.
Yeah, all right, Sherry, tell me a little bit about it.
Well, Debbie Spencer and George Davis and I were talking one day, kind of conversing on Facebook, and it was like, is anybody having a 50th reunion? It's 50 years. So we kind of just started talking about it, and everybody got involved, and it's just been a blast.
All right, what was the hardest part about all this?
Finding everyone.
Yes,
For
sure.
Finding everyone.
And then Sharon Wilkinson Miller, somehow I found her, and she had been a former database administrator. So we gave her all these handwritten notes and arrows and scratch out, and she put it all on a database now for us. And then June Cliff Pashota was going to retire, and she said, is there something I can do? And we said, what are your skills? And she said, I love searching and finding lost people. And we said, here you go. And so we got down to 35 out of 626 people that we could not find.
All right, what was the funniest thing that happened so far? I mean, there had to be a hoot every once in a while.
Good night, John Boy.
Yes, one night we were a little punchy, we're exchanging emails, and as we got through this, all of a sudden someone said, good night, John Boy, and then it came back, good night, Mary Ellen, and then it went on and on and on from there, and we really didn't serve any real purpose other than to lighten our moods.
And actually, since we're all 68, we couldn't remember the other kids in the family, so there you go.
True. John Boy and Mary Ellen were all that came to mind.
Aaron,
and that was
remember
about,
Aaron.
Wasn't that about 11 o'clock at night?
Yeah, that was about 11 o'clock at night.
Slap happy for sure.
Jeff Day, and I'm innocent.
You're innocent. And I'm Debbie Farrell Day, and I'm not innocent.
My name is Jim Calclaser, also known as Babe.
Let's start with you, Jeff. Give me a memorable moment that really kind of stood out for you when you were at Oak Park.
Something memorable.
Memorable was the day I got in COE class, so I could go to work every day at Sears for $1.15 an hour.
I know it's a memorable day for you. $1.15. When you got your Mustang.
I had that in high school.
I thought your mom and dad bought you a Mustang.
69 Mustang and 68? No. No. And then I bought it. Anyway, I had 69 Mustang, but I was not in high school.
I think we both like dodgeball. They used to call me the headhunter.
Seat tucker. Seat tucker.
Because that's the only, yeah.
Seat tucker.
Yeah.
And you cleaned the gym.
That's the only place you could get even with the big guys on the floor there. The headhunter.
He wasn't a headhunter.
You were? Okay.
Catch people looking the other way and mash them right in the face. I remember that. I'm still kind of sore. But I wish I remember more of it. We're talking 50 years ago, and my memory only goes back 49 years.
Get your notes out.
Fair enough. All right. It's going to be one of the more memorable cuts that I have to figure out how to edit put in this damn thing. It's going to be tricky.
You have to go.
It's going to be tricky. Well, yeah, all right. That's all right.
Are you being paid to do this?
Hell no.
Oh, well, what are you doing?
What, you want payment for this?
No, I don't.
I'm not getting paid for it.
Are you?
Oh, no. No, this is gratis, man. I'm doing it because I love you guys.
Well, we love you too, man. And we appreciate it. So how's the last 50 years been for you?
You know, that's a good question. I got inspired to become a musician.
Me too. For a while.
you know, and I think I paid dearly for it.
Me too.
I should have gone into science.
I should have stayed in school.
Filmographer.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you
A
know.
cinematographer.
That would have been probably better for me too, but you know, I found out later in life, so.
You're a kid. What do you know as a kid? You don't know nothing. But you learn and you have your memories though.
So remember, kids, stay in school.
That's right.
Do that for me.
I said, so remember, kids, stay in school.